Hey guys, so in this video, I want to talk about Microsoft, but above and beyond Microsoft, I want to talk about all the buzz that has been going on because of the rumored news that Microsoft would want to purchase and acquire TikTok. So I know I've gotten a lot of subscribers and followers that are into eToro, that are trading US markets already, and you guys ask these questions, and I'm making videos on top of it for all of you. So just to drill in what the whole fuss of the news is all about. Number one, Donald Trump made an announcement that he is banning TikTok from the U.S., which is owned by ByteDance, and ByteDance is a Chinese. It's relatively a Chinese company, and their biggest issue with it is basically security. Their biggest issue with it also is that China may have access to all of the things, all of the information that's going on. Which, based on the disclosure, to be also fair and balanced about it, ByteDance has denied that that the Chinese government has access to it. So, uh, because of that, because of security issues that Trump is trying to note off that TikTok slash ByteDance is having, it's banning it, and I think it will be up in the next 45 on the 40 in the next 45 days or so. So the thing about that is this: there's an option that TikTok would still be available in the US if it's sold off to an American company, which, based on all of the news that's going on, we have Microsoft trying to enter the fray. That with all of this is said and done, the plan is, and what's been talked about, is Microsoft will acquire TikTok. But the tricky part about this is the deal is centered on Microsoft just getting the assets or the exposure of TikTok in North America, Canada, New Zealand, Australia, and some other areas. But I don't know how will that go for social media. How do you separate access from a particular geographical region or another? Which I think what makes more sense is if they get the whole chunk of TikTok, which I don't know also how it could possibly go, because if you take a look at Microsoft, they're really into the business space. They're really into what made them a lot of money is all of their cloud services, which isn't really consumer. If you look at the more popular products of Microsoft that are consumer related, it's really Xbox. At the end of the day, when you think about Microsoft, something that's targeted for the retail consumer, it's Xbox. That's basically it. Now, that being said, uh, there's a lot of talk that this is Microsoft's entry into the social media space, but you have former chairman and CEO Bill Gates saying that this is like a poison chalice uh, for uh, for Microsoft. That getting into the social media space is not just something that's it's not to be good at it, to make money off of it. It's something that's also hard because, as you all know, there's a lot of more established American companies there already. At the end of the day, also, you can look at Facebook, Google trying to take this deal also, since they're in that space already. But I think there's a lot of antitrust. They've been through a lot of antitrust hearings already, and at the end of the day, this Microsoft deal at least will somehow, no, soften the cushion. It will be easier for the companies, or at least for Microsoft, to start to get in. And that being said, the deal, no, I think one of the things that makes this appealing for Microsoft is them having the chance, because TikTok has a deadline, 45 days. And the problem there is the advantage and the benefit for them is they could probably get this at a much cheaper price. It could be bought at a discount. I think from what's been disclosed, the deal is around 30 billion US dollars. And if you look at it, Microsoft is well positioned because they have a massive stockpile of cash that they could use and they could deploy. And if you've seen how Microsoft have has worked, they've done so many deals, so many acquisitions over the past 6 years, dabbling into different markets altogether. And one of the things that's so interesting about TikTok is it has over 100 million users in the US, particularly hitting the younger demographic, and they have more than 2 billion downloads itself. So I think the biggest dilemma that TikTok has is it's easy to have them banned, and it's easy also that they could just be pulled away from either Apple's Apple and Google's app stores for them not to be downloaded anymore. So just also to give you some sort of an analysis in this. This is just Donald Trump's response, also putting pressure on China, a retaliation against all of the moves that China is doing up against Donald Trump. So that's what we're seeing right now. It's sort of shifting what has happened in the trade war from more than a year ago to what we're seeing right now. It just reiterates that whatever we're seeing, whatever tensions that are between the U.S. and China is something that has not really been settled yet. And the war between these two superpowers is still there as well. So, there. So, I don't know. To be honest, I don't know how this will play out for Microsoft, how good of a deal it would be for them if they would really want to enter into the social media space, if that's what their plan is. That's why they're doing this, or they just want to buy it at 30 billion US dollars and then flip it to around 200 billion US dollars at some time in the future. Because I'll say this over and over, Microsoft is known for a lot of their business services. Microsoft made massive amounts of money from them pushing towards cloud-based services. So I don't know. I think it's still relatively too early to tell. But if there's one thing that's true, is the rumors are pretty much matched up. And if there's one large company that could take this on with the right processes, systems, and cash, most likely it could be Microsoft. And especially if they want to have exposure into this. So before I show you the charts and before we drill into this, my name's Marvin Germo. I'm a stock market trader and investor. And this is my second channel. A majority of the stock analysis, particularly focused on the charts, will be here. If you want to go to my main channel, I'll put the link into the description below. But this is my second channel where we're going to do a lot of the stocks by request that you guys have been sending out. And if you're a Filipino, you're watching this and you're thinking, how can I invest in US markets? I'll put the link in the description below. You can go via eToro, and it allows you to trade US markets for less than 10,000 pesos only, and it gives you exposure to it as well. So if you get value from this, appreciate it if you can like, share, and subscribe to my second channel. Anyways, here's the charts. So this is basically a 3-year chart of Microsoft, and what I'm showing you here is the interesting, massive uptrend that Microsoft has had over the past 3 years. As you all know, if you've watched my videos talking about tech stocks, I'm a big follower of tech stocks. I really believe that tech is the future that's unfolding in front of us today. But Microsoft has almost quadrupled its stock price in just 3 years, and rightly so. Their sales and their net income has also massively gone up. If you look at it from a tech long-term perspective, it has only dropped the 200-day moving average just twice. You'll see it right here, sometime in 2019, and then another one here. This one is rightly so because this was when the height of the coronavirus was. That's where you saw global massive lockdowns. But similar to what we've seen in a lot of the in a lot of the tech stocks that we've been trying to track and the US markets, after the drop, you see Microsoft up almost 60 plus percent already, and it's even massively higher than what it was even prior to this pandemic. So as you all know, tech stocks, stay-at-home stocks, stocks that could be done off the internet will do very, very well in this pandemic. Stocks that are the larger ones from Google, Facebook, Amazon, they're just gonna continue to crush it. So, a couple of things from the charts. Number one, Microsoft is still in a massive 3 year uptrend. Even if you look at it from this point in time, its 200-day moving average is so far from where the current price is. Now, looking at it also, if I'll try to develop something from a shorter term analysis, you can already draw some sort of a resistance here that got broken out from just this June. Remember what I said, that the price right now is massively higher than where it was before. And I'll repeat this and I'll say this over and over again, that it's just like the US does not have any coronavirus effects in it. And that's what I'm trying to say for all of you. Now, for those who are trying to analyze this from a support and resistance level, you have Microsoft with a resistance that converted into a support at 186.76 US dollars per share. And it's also developing a resistance here. The resistance somewhere around the 216 level. So the current range for Microsoft from a short term perspective is you have a resistance at the 216 level and you have a support at the 186 level. So just in case it fails to break out from this level, a short you could place a short, and possible retracement could be here to 204 or to around 199, or it could hit and go back to the 186 level. But breakout from this, you can go long from 216 possible area. If Please remember this, if it breaks out from 216, stays above 216, 216 develops itself as a legit support range, possible area that it could go, target price is 236. That's under the condition. Please do note this. That's under the condition that it breaks past 216. 216 will solidify itself as a support. It doesn't fall beyond the 216 level, and this legit uptrend still pretty much intact. Then we have a soft target price at 216 level. But failure to hold this level, you could possibly see Microsoft retrace. Short term, number one, I'll place it here. Weaker, softer one will be around 204. Then after that, it could possibly retrace to a stronger support level at the 186 level. So please do note that the movement of Microsoft also over the past few days now was pretty much predicated on uh, all of the news also from TikTok. So I'll say this: the movement over the past days after the lockdowns were pretty much because of the stimulus of the government, because tech stocks are doing well, because our stay-at-home stocks are the ones that are pushing up. But in the same way, the ones that we've seen over the recent days, the gap ups that we've seen, is pretty much predominantly because of the TikTok news, because of Trump's announcement as well. So there, I want to hear your feedback on this. Do you think TikTok will be sold to Microsoft, or do you think they'll be just banned forever? And I want to know also, do you think this is something that's good for Microsoft? Should they do this deal even after Bill Gates said that this is a poison chalice for them? This is something that might not be really good for them as well, especially if it's not their expertise. So there, I hope you guys got a lot from this. If you did, smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm so that this gets shown to more and more and more people as well. And if you like to see more of my videos, it's in my main channel. We have over 1,600 videos there already. And if you want my analysis, more US stocks for all of you, we're going to do more. Put them in the comment section. Put the stocks that you guys want me to analyze as well. And we're just going to talk and talk and talk and talk more. And one of the reasons why, if you're a Filipino and you're watching this, and why is Marvin talking about US stocks? Because from an economic perspective, I think the US economy is doing much better. The US stock market is also doing much better than the Philippines. So if you know how to diversify, you have an avenue here where you're investing outside, and then you have something also in the Philippines, then you suddenly have two assets that are fighting massively harder for you. So there, I hope you guys got a lot from this. If you stayed up until this portion, you stayed till the end, comment I stayed, comment I'm learning. I want to hear your thoughts and ideas from all of this. So if that's all, if you got, I was supposed to say that's all, but if you guys got a lot from this and you guys enjoyed, I hope you did. And Marvin Germo, I hope this video helps you trade well, trade strong, trade smart. See you all again soon, guys, and God bless you all.